Need 6 more days, so yeah. We'll be ready with that for its next upgrade next time. And maybe at some point we'll actually get the Namazu unlocked. Gotta talk to you. I assume that was the last step? Thank you for coming all this way. You're pleased to hear that everything went smoothly after you left. Suzume and Hansaku were quick to load the ship. It's almost as though nothing ever happened between them. You, of course, are who we have to thank for that. We are greatly indebted to you for all you have done for us. While you may not be an official member of the Confederacy, we've come to think of you as family. I hope you'll come back to visit us whenever you can. And remember, should you ever wish to officially join our ranks, we would be more than happy to welcome you. You know, I don't think that's actually an option. At some point we gotta do that, but for now, it's time to go to Reunion. And we are back to the MSQ. Okay, let's go kill some things, investigate something. Remember, we can't fly here and cry a little inside, you know, the usual. I want to get across this bridge, so let's not jump into the danger place. These need to be beat up. Oh, I forgot the realm music in here. One. Two. Three. I need to generally head this way regardless. Okay, I need to fight these things. Which are kind of freaky looking. Take out 2 of them. Slay the D-holes and obtain the Whisper Root. What's a D-hole? I know an A-hole and a B-hole. No idea about a C-hole. Well, whatever they are, one of them's dead. I suppose there is a certain semblance of logic there. And who needs words? Investigate the Sea of Blades. So I suppose since A-hole and B-hole are the same hole, then C-hole could be crap hole and D-hole could be dung hole. They could all be the same hole. Please do not attempt to read books on your kitten. Or do. You can make it work. Who does? I just don't expect a cat to sit still long enough to let you. Oh. I gotta talk to someone here. Thank you so much. It was nearly the end of me. I must thank Kai-Shan as well for sending help. I'm quite impressed you understood what that you're needed here. Working out exactly what the Kestir are trying to communicate is never easy. They believe all words to be lies, and as such, never open their mouths. However, they are both loyal and honest, and that's why so many are more than happy to do business with them. Tell Kai-Shan that I will be along shortly. He'll set off as soon as I have reloaded my cart. Usually I do this for another zone later on, but kinda digging this music too. My god, I feel so slow. You have my meat? Miqo'te's car is somewhat different to the other tribes in that all our hunting is done by our women. Little girls are already proving to be quite skilled with a bow and arrow. Sorry to take even more of your time, but you deliver the zo meat to my husband. You will find him just behind that nearby tent. This better not be a trap! Oh, hello. Can I help you with something? You've been hunting for my wife, have you? You have my thanks. I must say it is quite nice to have a chance to speak with someone that does not belong to my tribe. I'd love to talk more, but it's really time I got back to cooking. Speak with my wife, and I'm sure she will see you rewarded for your hard work. So the men cook and the women hunt. Okay. You may not be aware of this, but those from outside our tribe seldom have the chance to speak with Dazkar men. Usually we keep our men at home, but my husband's booze are so much better than anything I could make. I felt I'd be depriving my customers if I did not give them the opportunity to sample his cooking. Regardless, it is time I got back to work. Thank you for all you've done here. Okay. Ha ha ha, look at us reversing gender roles. Does this make you feel weird? Good, that's the point. Attention has finally left Kai-Shan's also expressive face. You take note of the message of thanks relayed via his warm gaze. Thanks. Hey, and this is for you. Welcome back, Archon. Have you brought the wisp fruit? Yep. And the world and nothing of value was lost. This is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Ludgon rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. The gods guided me here as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west.
Hey! How goes the search? Any luck?
It's girl says she knows where Kian is, but she won't tell me yet.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please. It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second!
Moving on.
Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors?
Oh, shut up, you Magni bootlicker.
Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
You don't say.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories.
Yeah, they're all
The
kind of
Undyne
horny.
ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
I mean, a lot of people do lie with words.
Interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Okay, Captain Boasty.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
What aren't you telling me? Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards he chose to remain, that he might repay us to our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me. If I could see your map for a moment. Here. He's grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets on the steppe. I accompany you, but I must return to our village and prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. A long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. You by any chance come for a walk around the market? Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Look after families' children while they shop here. I also keep my eyes open for any children that get separated from their parents. If you happen to come across any lost boys and girls, please tell them to come here. Stranger danger! But I ask you for help. I have nowhere else to turn. Searched all over the Azim steppe for one single flower. Someone told me that it was sold in Reunion, but I've had no luck here either. Could you search for this flower for me? It shall not be a dangerous task by any means. No, it should not lie. Least of all to a visitor to our land. It'll be a job fraught with peril. For the only way to obtain the flower I require is by slaying a purple. If you're willing to help, you should be able to find some north of here. Please, slay 3 of them and bring back their flowers. Try to grab the quest, find the lost children. One lost child. I had no idea there was a lady like that. I'll go and play with her until Daddy finishes his work. Though I do wish I knew where my brother had gone off to. Maybe he's with the lady already? What are you talking about? I'm not lost. Is the lady who looks after lost children? Maybe I'll go and speak with her, but not because I'm lost or anything. Are you? Hello, traveler. As it happens, some of the local Kastiri merchants have been dealing with a problem involving your kind of late. Yeah, we all create a monster once in a while. The Reunion is run by the Kastir. Will not do any favors to displease them. The tribe is famed for its dislike of speech. They believe that all words are merely lies. The Kastiri's way is to show your intentions through your actions. Nothing else will suffice for them. Yet a merchant from far-off lands has recently appeared in Reunion, trying to force the Kastir to trade by using the very words they despise. Ignorance is no excuse. I've seen others attempt to explain the local customs for him. However, it matters not what anyone says if he will not listen. "64 by 64 meters. I mean, that's not quite a football field. I'd appreciate it if you take responsibility for this buffoon. No doubt he's still in the Khan's hint, harping on. Hey yo, dingus. Leave him alone. They don't talk. Don't suppose you'd fancy taking part in this conversation anytime soon, would you? If I'd done something to displease you, you'd only tell me what. Just who would you happen to be? If you're here to trade, then you'll have to wait your turn. Arrive first. What's that? You're not a merchant? Are you aware of the funny customs you XIV have? Apparently words aren't much use, only actions will do. Then why do you keep talking? Told as much by members of the other Ori tribes, but I just can't bring myself to believe it. How can one run a market if they refuse to speak? Regardless, it does not appear that I stand to gain much from continuing to rely on speech. If a fellow outsider such as yourself is telling me to follow the XIV customs, I suppose it is high time I acquiesced. I want to smack you so hard right now. Now that I think of it, if you're not a competitor, would you perhaps be interested in working with me? Not really, but I have to because otherwise I'm not allowed to fly in this zone. Seek me out if you'd like to hear more. You're outside. Oh, technically I don't actually have to help him out to fly, but... It's been an eternity since I had last had the chance to talk with a fellow traveler. The name's Gascon. I belong to the East Aldenar Trading Company. I've been stationed in the Far East for a while now. I used to work at our Kagane office until a short while ago. What happens? You get kicked out? Are we saying each floor is 64 by 64, or split they total to? Word has it won't be long before Doma fully escapes the Empire's grasp. Very few merchants are going to pass up such a good opportunity to trade with a newly independent nation. I've always been a pioneer myself and decided that I would make certain I was the first to explore this new potential trade partner. I brought bags full of foreign goods to impress the locals with. Yet despite this, I'm unable to convince them to even talk to me. Never mind, take a look at my wares. If only they knew that what harrowing obstacles I have overcome just to be here. Countless levies paid to pirates, daring escapes from fearsome bandits and beasts. I could go on forever. And you'd love to, wouldn't you? It does seem a bit excessive, but not like monstrously so. And what is my reward? The icy stare of a Kastiri woman. Till today, I'd never met a lady that taught me anything but a charming gent. You haven't met a lot of women then, have you? As it seems I'm not alone. I alone am not up to this task. I wish to ask for your aid. Knowledgeable adventurer. If you help me convince them to trade, I promise you untold discounts on everything I have for sale. Gee, thanks. No need to be alarmed, friend. I merely wish for you to help me learn about XIV customs. They don't talk because words are lies. Respect that. I'm not dreaming of asking you to threaten them, or force you to help me with my work. Culture is unlike anything I've encountered thus far. If I am to get anywhere, I must study all of the customs and deities that govern their day-to-day lives. Only then do I stand a chance of convincing them to trade. This information shall doubtless be equally valuable to you on your travels. If I weren't such a humble man, I would demand you show your gratitude to me for giving you this opportunity. Yeah, you're humble. And I've got some oceanfront property in Kansas to sell you. Let's start by finding out just how Castir communicate with one another. If we cannot learn this much, then there's not much point in us being here. It is to this end that I would have you ask the locals about their customs. Of course, I too shall try asking, though I fear I may have already gained an unfavorable reputation with the locals. I can't even begin to think why. Really? You can't? Because I have a list, and it goes from here, clear out that gate to those mountains. It's written in 2-point font.